Death Knight is still pretty top tier after the latest mini set came out, and this version is actually using a couple of the new cards to great extent. This new weapon control Death Knight really does quite well in the current meta, so in this video I'm gonna give you a quick guide about it, talk about mulligans, win rates, and general tips so you know what you could be doing with, as well as what to expect against this deck. So I hope you find the video helpful, and if you do, a like and subscribe would be great, and don't forget you can check me out live on stream each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, where I do my best to show you the best new Hearthstone decks. But now, let's get into it.
You are not prepared!
Here's what this list looks like, and this is one of the most popular and powerful versions of Death Knight with Foam Render plus Wicked Blightspawn, as well as the new Remnant of Rage, and these are the only two new cards in this one, and for these to get included, we had to cut out a few of the leeches. Like as you see, we no longer have the 6-mana leech, Hideous Husk, as well as the 5-mana card draw leeches, which is kinda wonky, not gonna lie, but this is supposedly what the best version of the deck looks like right now. Personally, I would consider maybe swapping out one of the Wicked Blightspawns for maybe the 5-mana leeches, or at least one of the 6-mana leeches. Those definitely always felt nice on curve, but I went with the stats and tried this one. For me, it didn't work as amazing as it could have, but from Diamond to Legend, I'm pretty sure it should have a lot more success. Anyway, going through the cards, there's really not much different from the usual Leech Death Knight, aside from the leeches basically missing, but yeah, we still have things like Morbid Swarm for extra corpses, Creature of Math is gonna help you a ton with the extra amazing minions you could be discovering for turn 3. Dreadhound Handler is 3 corpses on a stick and a great way to control the early game. Infested Breath is another amazing thing to be using against any early game aggression. This thing is gonna stall the opponent so freaking much. Chill Fallen Baron is also pretty lit, and we have a single copy of him here. Demolition Renovator, so you can handle all of those location druids, and especially Elise's out there. Blob of Tar is pretty nice against early game aggression. Elise the Navigator also pretty nutty, and with her you should be going usually for 5 mana, get yourself Rushers, +2 attack, maybe discover a spell with -4. Getting a copy is not that hot, but getting a copy of Blob of Tar would be insane. Nightmare Xavius also pretty cool. You could be getting yourself all sorts of different cool dark gifts on your already amazing minions, so that can be nice. The Wicked Blightspawn, he could be okay even on his own, giving you just a free 2 dagger once he's dead, but for the most part you want to be playing this guy after you have a Foam Render equipped, and this way you're gonna have an insane amount of damage later on, which could prove very useful against high armor classes like Warriors, Mages, and other high health Death Knights. Corpse Explosion, as important as always. This is gonna handle a lot of early game aggression for you, or even late game, depends on when you get it and when you need it, but a lot of the times this is gonna be a very important stabilization tool for you, so make sure to have enough corpses to actually handle what the opponent can be throwing against you. Foam Render also pretty amazing. Like I said, this would be one of the main ways you're gonna have so much extra free damage later on with the Wicked Blightspawn, but don't always try to push any game into a Wicked Blightspawn weapon. Yeah, that is one of the things you want to be doing with this deck, but it's far from your win condition or anything like that. It's just a nice little helpful extra tool. Reanimated Pterodactyl also pretty cool. Gives you a lot of extra lifesteal and also spends corpses for you, which could be good or bad, depending if you're trying to drop a giant or not. Exarch Maladar also insane, allowing you to drop things you're not supposed to super early as soon as turn 5 or 6. Headless Horseman can also handle some big men and also gives you a good amount of late game potential once you find your head. The Remnant of Rage, pretty amazing for the extra card draw. Usually you are gonna have a decent amount of tokens on the board, especially if you go for 5-mana Rushers out of Elise. Shellage Drasil, it's still a decent card. A lot of times you're actually gonna find yourself with a lonelier hand than you would like, so getting yourself 5 extra cards like this could be helpful, especially if you corrupt them with the help of things like Ysera or Ziliax. The Stitch Giants, amazing on tempo. You could be doing amazing things with this thing. Like if you do something like Corpse Explosion on a very decently sized board, you might actually follow up with 2 0-mana Remnants of Rage as well as 2 0-mana Stitch Giants. That would be an insane tempo play. And you could discount this guy all sorts of different ways with the Pterodax, with the Maladar, with the Foam Render even though that's gonna be kind of slow, but all around you get the picture. Ysera, pretty decent for the extra mana. Ziliax for the extra sustain, obviously is gonna be Twin plus Perfect module, and last but not least we have the Ceaseless Expanse, which is the 10th digit for this deck for at least to work. Matchup wise, we don't have stats for this particular version. Maybe we can try something a little bit different. Yeah, this one is a lot more populated with Kerrigan instead of Headless Horseman, so let's see what the matchups here look like. like. You can see Ravenous Cliff Demon Hunter is not going to be too good for you, or a Paladin a little bit on the negative, Protoss Priest as well, but those are not super popular, at least the Protoss Priest that is. When it comes down to the mulligan, as you notice, this deck literally has less than 10 4 mana or less cards, so if you see any of these bad boys, try to hold on to them if they're 3 mana or less, and if you're curving into a 4 drop, that also makes a lot of sense. So yeah, all around, these are the best things you could be holding on to. Not sure why Creature of Madness's win rate is so low, by the way. Like, look at this nonsense. Mulligan win rate for Creature of Madness, even though it's one of the most important cards to hold on to. That is definitely very, very weird, but sometimes stats contradict each other. Always hold on to Elise, that'd be great. Morbid Swarm's amazing. Dreadhound Handler, Chill Fallen Baron, Infested Breath as well, and curving into Blob or Xavius can also be great. Depending on the matchup, Demolition Renovator can also be huge. On the coin, again, exact same stuff, so mulligan accordingly. Sometimes if you're curving into Melodar, that might also be great. All around, the deck is pretty expensive, as any control-y Death Knights are, so keep that in mind, but if you have the cards, definitely give this one a go, and you should be having a good time. Hope you enjoyed the guide, and if you did, a like and subscribe would be great, but now let's check out some of my games on my road back to top legend with it. Hope you enjoy. Well, that's definitely a hand. Okay, that looks like a curve for sure. For real, for real. Against the Druid of all people. Some of that copy nonsense, no doubt. Yeah, at least we have a stack turn 4. Probably 5 mana at least. Location, no doubt. Didn't gain armor. Maybe he drew Elise. I'm gonna go 5 mana, summon idiots plus 2 attack. If I can. There's the idiots. There's the plus 2 attack. I could, chat, I could.
A true queen defends her people.
Okay. Okay, he had the bad location in hand, that's always nice. Let's keep on blasting then. Tempo DK. Imagine if this guy was against a real aggressive deck. We literally skipped turn 3. That leaves me with a 1-1, so it's 1 off lethal the way it stands. Sadly, there's no lethal right now. But it's getting there. I can tempo this guy. I cannot even. Got him. Yes, the warrior. Is he dragon? Is he quest? Pay attention to this card, guys. It ain't gonna pay itself. Not that it matters much. Well, I guess if it's not dragon, I could remove blob. Kinda looks to be quest, but I'd still rather hold on to this hand, I think. We have a decent enough curve. This is gonna be pretty massive against the weapon warrior. I mean, quest warrior. Kept everything. He's not quest. Well, thank fuck we kept. I'll go with the coin on 1, because on 2 I might want to infest it. That's pretty sick.
Proportions look good.
Yeah, you know it, man. Should have played around it. I have been known to pick up the phone in Bulgarian from time to time. Whenever my brother calls me live on stream, I'm like, "Kuiskashve." So it's not like I'm hiding it. Okay, that's kind of fucky for this guy. That's kind of fucky for this guy, though. Next turn I can just blob it up. I think that's gonna be the way to go. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Well, I'm not top 100, but I've been known to go those ranks. I have done things before. I literally reached rank 2 legend at one time. Plenty of top 100s as well. Good stuff. But lately I have been slumming it, going through all of these different decks so I can do all sorts of different videos. You know how it go. Well, I mean, I am posting in the Bulgarian Facebook group, so that's kind of a dead giveaway, but yeah. Not the deadliest of giveaways, I guess. Things are getting kind of fucky here. God damn it, don't. Not like this. Well, another one. Yeah, probably for the best. Be a lot cooler if we did. If that's gonna be rough real soon. At least we ain't getting our teeth kicked in. But very soon we shall. Well, we did. We did. We did, chat. Reborn with full health. We are screwed. None of the minions are gonna help me all that much. Even if I get reanimated Pterodax. Unless it literally has Wind Fury. I won't be able to connect this thing. I don't know, I think I'd still do it though. Didn't get it. Did not get it. Fudge. Fudge me sideways. That ain't too bad. That ain't too good, but that ain't too bad. What I could do is just put it on the board, so next turn potentially we can draw into, what's his face? There's no reason for me to attack with my Venomous. I'd rather let him attack it. A little bit less damage for him this way. Yeah, Whelp and Blob, a little bit too good, aren't they? Ew. Apologies, my good bitch, I'm using that face. Why'd you gotta kick in my perfectly good teeth right now? Problem is, even with the discount we're gonna get, Corpse Explosion is not gonna do what we want it to. Unless we top decked something good, but we didn't. I don't think there's a way we come back from this. And there's that Corpse Explosion. Alas, a card too late. Card too late, guys. Card too late. He definitely had the curve. Those whelps really fucked me up. I also had a decent curve, but his was something else. Laugh at me. We didn't take the bait, but it didn't matter. We took the other bait, I guess.
In the name of honor.
Didn't matter in the end. Deck feels really weird without the leeches. Not that the leeches would have changed much, but still. Feels wrong not running them. But having a potentially insane weapon with this is kind of cute. Got 2 giant mugs? Yeah, I basically have a mug, so I can fill up my mug with my mug. Let's suck from the source. Sure.
I remember this place well.
Blob wasn't gonna be too hot there. Okay, well, he's having fun. Getting himself 1 mana Gelben. He literally can coin it out right now. He is having fun, guys. And he does. Alrighty, guys. Jesus, take the wheel. Fucking hell, Chief. Even after I'm done with it. Okay, apparently he has a shit ton of auras already. Including one of the tradable ones. Could have been worse, that's for sure. This helps. If I do. That could have gone worse. What could possibly go right, guys? At least he didn't have the golem for the first aura. Gelben on curve or Elise on curve, which is more OP? The age-old question, guys. Setting up the second aura for... That's visibly disgusting. They're all ass.
My rule is eternal.
Token divine shit with this could be good. And let's just do this. Put it on the right side for a potential no Melia. Get a good amount of corpses this way, so next turn the corpse explosion can do its thing. Ew. Be a damn shame if the cubicle gets the +4/+4.
The light dim.
Anything else would be fine. Okay, let's do it then. Ooh, perfect top deck, by the way. There you go. Perfection. Who's the bitch now, bitch? I don't even want to do that, I think. Even though he just did use his AoE. 7-mana dragon. Potentially, I'd rather hold.
Join me in my eternal prison.
I remember this place well.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Maybe I should have used location though, but it was kind of scary. See what that spell do. Could reopen it. For reasons. We know he does Gelbin next turn. I'd do it for 0, why not? Oops. That ain't too bad. This thing has charge. I'm literally one off lethal for anybody keeping track. They're all garbage. Good Ziliax here. It's not gonna be that good for him. But he does it. Oh, did I seriously lose my fucking corpsicle? Could have swore I used enough. Did I? No, That's a damn shame.
All are nourished when the cycle renews.
Okay, next gen we have this thing corrupted. But it's kind of silly, we lost our corpsicle there. Man, dude. Gilbin sideways.
I have little time.
That's weird. Couple of Tiger Splushy, is it? Oh, okay. It's kind of cool. Well, this way I get the tempo a lot.
You defile the dead.
My duty fulfilled.
Be a lot cooler if he doesn't have the dragon.
My blood.
Doesn't. I get the shuffle there. That was a close one now, wasn't it? Finally.
This is your moment.
Close. So yeah, there's your answer. At least on curve better than Gelbin on frickin' turn 5, apparently. Not a warrior.
You will pay for this insolence. You will know pain.
Oof. Definitely one of the curve ever. Quite the curve, that one. Very curvaceous. He didn't cover the first one, so he could be quest. He kept it.
Job's done.
At least in bed. This should be a good matchup for us. With this weapon. Damage increase would be awfully swell.
A city citadel stands strong.
I remember this place well.
This music feels weird as fuck, yo.
I remember this place well.
Plus 2 attack could be scary for this guy.
Icy resolve.
You can play that game, it seems. Hope he doesn't have the location destroyer, because I don't have mine. What the fuck is happening with the internet, bro? Bruh. Oh, show. There you go. There you go. Now we're cocking. He could also have drawn his right now. These two minions could be exactly that. Alrighty, this is gonna be a decent chunk of damage. A chunk of decent damage kind. I'm gonna go like this. Yeah, I'm still gonna do it. One less corpse technically, but one more and 3 extra damage, so why wouldn't we? Hard to say, XC. So far I haven't seen a game where Kerrigan or Horseman would have done all that much. Ziliax is there, you? I mean, it's fine. It's definitely one of the metas ever. Can't say the meta is horrible right now. Can't say anything feels extremely unpleasant to play against. Yeah, there's a few decks that I'd rather see a little bit less of, but all around I'd say it is definitely one of the metas ever. Think it's fine. think it's okay. We have seen worse. And yeah, we do have the Headless Horseman in this one. Among other things, we have that guy. Battlecry triggers twice, insane. It's almost as insane as -2 mana, -2 attack.
Planetary decimation.
Did the game bug? Because that was a super slow way that card hovered. Well, Ziliak's ready for next turn. Is there going to be a next turn? Probably. We have 12 damage from hands.
Join me in my eternal prison.
Not too bad.
No return.
Well, Ziliax alone does not save him from what I'm about to do to his body. There's one more. But no more than that. Ziliax is his number 8 card right there. He is gonna heal a good chunk of damage, but not good enough, is it? Could also play the 2 mana. Gain 10 armor, summon 2 shits for me, board lock me, and maybe not give me the second taunt. Would be nasty. Shield slap. Shell Drusilla off the top would be the best. I think it's lethal. $32. Yeah. Okay, I almost fucked it. Now it's lethal. Suck him. Exacties. That was pleasant.